So I completely forgot about the strap, greasing up the strap. So I want to check that out. Okay, here's the strap. I have absolutely zero idea how this is going to come out. It might, I don't think it's going to be worse, but it, might not be any better. But I guess we'll find out. Would you believe this belonged to my grandfather? Un momento, por favor. Come on, man. Come on, stop complaining. You know, go. Sorry about that. Just evicting a cat. Well, it certainly seemed to flatten things out, which is kind of what we wanted. This is just going to be a real rough swabbing. Still getting a little bit of dye off it. This one was dirty, but it wasn't quite as dirty as I thought it might be. And I really did work it over. So now it's been what? 4 days? Here in Colorado, it's dry as hell. Okay. Now I need another type of soft cloth to come up with something like that. Thanks. I don't know, with the other strap, the 62 MAS strap, to me it felt sort of a nicely sort of flattened things out again and kind of made that, made it look a little bit more like it was when it was new, rather than all beaten up, This technique of dealing with wet leather, it has had some great uses. There was a merchant ship from the 1600s that sank in the Baltic, which is a mix of salty and it's a brackish. It's like neither this nor that, and it's cold, and so things are preserved very well. A few years ago, a ship was found that had a hold full of all kinds of merchant goods bound for Russia, bound for St. Petersburg, including a good number, like an industrial amount of animal hides, leathers, 400 or 500 years old. Of course, there was worries that they couldn't just bring them up or just let them dry out because it would destroy them. And then, so they didn't know what to do with it. For years, they just left them in water, I guess. I may be misremembering that. But then one person, and I forget who, he pulled some out and he just covered in lanolin, covered it. And then the leather came out fine. Perfectly fine. In fact, I believe one can buy watch straps made of it. I just don't remember who, when, or where might sell it. But apparently the leather's perfectly fine. These are going to need some more brushing out. But it's a Chrysler. I might need to take a polish to it. I need to, I wish I actually had an actual soup brush down here, but I don't. Because this actually, I'm sorry, Granddad, this thing's filthy. Let me clean these up and we'll come back for a final thought. Okay, never let the lack of the correct tool deter you from moving forward. That's the Klein way. Why take time to get the exact right tool when you can use the wrong tool? Might possibly be guaranteed the same results. My granddad always used these gold toothbrushes. Let's smooth things out. It's starting to look pretty tasty there, actually. See, it cleans it out and evens it up. I mean, I don't think I'm, discovering a new law of physics, but I'm probably the last one to the party. But this does seem to be something that's worth doing. Leather care for shoes is a real big deal. I mean, people don't really maybe think too much of it anymore, like how it was done, really old business shoes and stuff, the way that my granddad taught me to do stuff. Not that it was anything special, but just their entire shoe care process was all about dealing with leather soles. And so there's this whole semi-religion back in those days about how you properly weatherproof and deal with your all leather shoes. Like I have a pair of Florsheim wingtips, and that was back when Florsheim was the best. And they're leather soled, man. I had to, when they needed to be resoled, I had to have it done by this specialty dude in Portland, Maine. He had once testified in a trial, a civil trial, about the destruction of a pair of, I guess, quite expensive and rare vintage wingtips, and he was a witness for the prosecution, and he did his job. So I think that, if nothing else, the color's certainly clearer, it's straighter. Look at how nicely the edge gluing finishing went. I've got a little bit of the flipper flappy coming up like that, but I can glue that up. Looks a lot better than it did, doesn't it? I didn't, and that's not even with any coloration or anything. That's just the original stuff, the original color. There you go. Chrysler. Cool. Thanks for watching. I wanted to do one last follow-up because I forgot to do the last final step, which is to use polish. Not just leather treatment, but actually polish it with polish the color that it's supposed to be, which is super dark brown, almost black. And there you go. These things can go to the blue black or the brown black. I prefer the brown black. I think it looks a little nicer. This watch ain't running. But then again, I haven't serviced it. Come on. Get rolling. I'm sorry. Yes, I know. I need to service you. That's a pretty watch, huh? Maybe, I wonder if I could upgrade this to 5625 chronometer status. I bet you I could. Oh, but anyway, the strap, yeah, it came out nice, didn't it? I need to glue that down, but... I don't know, I just always liked leather care. Always thought it was fun to maintain old stuff, clean up old things, and make them nice again. So, I guess try it, see how it goes. And even, by the way, just polishing your straps, not even cleaning them or taking them apart, literally polishing them like a pair of shoes, will greatly improve how they look and feel and last. I just think most people don't think about it. I didn't. And then it occurred to me, I was doing some shoes and I was like, damn, these look so much better. Why can't I do this to watch straps? Oh, wait, I can. So anyway, hopefully that's useful. All right, then. I got a white flake on there. Okay, that's it.